webtoon with my other one. So this one is a story about a koi fish, and there's a certain story, I believe it's a certain Chinese story, where it talks about the koi fish becoming a dragon. Because the koi fish swam in the lake and then rushed up the waterfall and then against the current and became a dragon. Now there's a lot of significance to this story if you look deeper, and that's the point of this book that I'm drawing, is to take that main idea and theme and then implement it into this comic. So you have a girl named Yu, who is actually not a girl but a fish, and she is in the lake feeling very put down and very of course I don't know what word to use. She's very self-deprecating, that's it, about like comparing herself to the people who are traveling up this waterfall, because she also wants to become a dragon. That's the ultimate goal of the koi fish, is to become a dragon. And she keeps saying, what, that could be me, why isn't it me? And I relate to this a lot, very much so, as an artist, and I feel like a lot of artists can relate to this feeling of insignificance, seeing other people thrive and prosper, and rather than being happy for them and being proud of their efforts, becoming something more and something more rewarded as they deserve, then you in turn, instead of feeling gratitude on where you are and feeling good about your skill and then doing the same things, become lazy in the fact of, well, it could never be me because the waterfall isn't meant for me. It's hard to swim against the current and do things that I enjoy, so I'm actually going to make life harder for myself and do the roundabout way. So my roundabout was architecture school, and as you can see, there's a bunch of buildings that I'm drawing, and they don't look half bad in my opinion, mostly because I also had a reference, which all my references will be put in the description, as I had said in my last one I would do. But a part of it is referencing and getting used to 1-point and 2-point perspective, but another part is that I spent 4 years in architecture school, and I was thinking, man, this is such a waste. Why am I here? I want money in the future, obviously, to support myself and my family. That's why I'm here, and being an artist is too hard. But I kept doing art, and I kept drawing every single day because architecture demands a lot of drawing, even if it's traditional, I found. So if you're looking into architecture and you are not an artist, I highly recommend you don't do it, because you will have to design buildings, and that's a major part of arts and crafts too, which is not my strength. You have to build models and little tiny models, and they don't have to be perfect. They have to be the trashiest thing you've ever created, and then you take that and then you draw it, and then you pretend like you were in that area viewing it from the customer or the civilian's perspective, not from your standpoint. So you see how they use it and how they grow in the space. So this is very much from those teachings, and I actually found my backgrounds becoming so much more concrete and less simple and more busy and looks more lived in. And my comic Gamma Gray, which is a very post-apocalyptic a type of comic book. It's very, what's the word? It's very, very deconstructionist, where things you have to draw things that were built, and you have to remember what that building was, and you have to remember like what you put as the roof and what are the walls and the materials that they used, but you also have to remember the innards of the building. You have to know the pipes and the rebar that is in between each crevice of concrete, and you have to remember the slabs that would be brought in, the concrete slabs that would be brought in off-site to the site. And is this a commercial building? Did they spend a lot of money on this? Is this an art structure that they put up because of fundraising? And you have to think about that from the city's perspective, and then build it in your mind, but then take that part away and then look at what you did from that perspective. So this book is very much not the opposite, but it's again a lived in building. This girl, this fish who is in that lake, got an easier offer from a witch. And I like to compare it to the easy way out, the offer that looks the most appealing at the time, but is probably the wrong decision or the wrong choice. And she takes the witch up on this offer because the witch says, well, I can't make you a dragon, but I can get you out of this lake. I can get you out of this rut you put yourself in. And we can take this, like your circumstances are hard on you. We can take this experience and we can make you a human form like what you want, and we can put you in a cabin. The only condition, because there's always conditions, the only condition is that you would have to upkeep this house for me, so whenever I come over, then I can, see you and use the house if I ever need to. Spoiler alert, she never needs to. And this koi fish is basically cursed to work every day, accommodating for a whole nother person that doesn't even live there. And you'll see the witch. Now I'm trying to draw her, but the concept is a life lesson that I took from that story, that original story. So I think it's a very interesting concept, and I really enjoy drawing it. So I'm trying to go for like a cottagecore vibe. I don't know if that translated, but you can see the second page was the one I'm not as proud of. I'm more proud of the first one.